you making the necessary adjustments every day to see the changes that you want to see within your trading? Are you waiting on the markets to adjust to you? Right. Today, let's talk about that. Smart Money Nation, welcome back to the channel. I know it's a little different. Okay. So I want to start focusing a little bit more on psychology rather than just focusing on my cameras to the left, rather than just focusing on the charts. So the one thing consistent within these videos that I make is I come on here every day, not every day, but every other day roughly, and I tell you guys about the things that I'm adding to my trading strategy, things that I'm cutting out. Um, we talk about the previous days, what happened in the previous day, what were the best trades of the day, and so on. I think that's very much necessary to become a profitable, well-rounded trader. Is you're always making adjustments. You're always it's like a business. Business is always cut costs and increase efficiency. So it's the same scenario when it comes to trading. And I wanted to ask, like, are you making those adjustments every day? Right? Ask yourself that, because I ask myself every day. That's one thing. If I'm not doing nothing else, I'm making sure I'm making adjustments based on what just happened. Right? So before you quit, before you say this strategy is not working, let me find another one, another one, another one, another one. What about you? Are you working? Right? It's not always a strategy working or not working. Are you working? Right? Is your mindset working? Are you executing the way you're supposed to execute? Are you running on emotion, or are you holding yourself to the fire? Today, and y'all know I keep it 100% transparent. Today is the first day I held myself to the fire as far as just going strictly by the book, no emotional trades. First day. So are you, and I told myself I'm gonna do that today, right? And this is adjustments based on previous days and previous actions that I've had. Um, so are you holding yourself to a certain level of actions and standards that you got to hold yourself to outside of the strategy? How what your actions are versus what your strategy, they're two different things, they're two separate things, but your actions can affect the strategy. So you might have a strategy that works 100% completely, but you might not be operating right. You personally, your actions aren't might not be good, and no bueno, right? No good. So you got to reflect on these things. So when you do take a loss, don't get so emotional. Reflect what happened. And when I say reflect on what happened, not just a chart, but you mentally, like, did you jump in too early? Did you jump in too late? Were you even supposed to jump in? Why did you jump in? Right? How many of those type of trades are you jumping into? Right? Um, so the title of this video is you have to save yourself from you. You have to save you from you. Are you making the necessary changes to do so? Right? In a past video, I told y'all you should always have something you take away from the trading day that you could a change you can do to make the next day a little better, right? Something that you could change, something that you could adjust, something that you could tweak, whether it's being a little more efficient or cutting out a negative aspect of your psychology or your trading that you're doing that you shouldn't have done, because we all have that happens every day. That's how you blow accounts. That's how you go into the negatives and so on. So a part of the last video I dropped is the checklist, basically a checklist of what your strategy should incorporate, as just well-rounded strategy should incorporate. um After you execute your well-rounded strategy, you need to reflect. You need to take away, study the game tape, what happened, and separate those two things. Separate you and your strategy. They're two different things. How did you operate? How did your strategy operate? How could you have tweaked your strategy to operate more efficiently, more better? How could you have tweaked yourself to operate more efficiently, more better, less emotional, right? So this is why I'm making that video. Is I want you guys to be able to take a look at this video, and maybe it will give you guys like a quick little, light bulb in your head on, maybe I'm not doing that, because I wasn't doing that for a while. It took me getting spanked mad times for me to understand, okay, I gotta start looking at me. Because at some point you're gonna get to it. Like, you can only blame but the market but so much. You get what I'm saying? You can only blame the session but so much. You can only blame the sleeping while you're trading but so much. At some point you got to look at the man in the mirror. You got to look at yourself, because you're the one that's taking on these trades. You're the one that might be messing up the trade itself. So look at yourself. You get what I'm saying? Look at yourself as far as like the game tape is concerned. Look what you could do better. Look at your strategy itself. How more efficient could it be? Not just, hey, this is not working, let me jump to the next strategy. Because what happens is, like, you start avoiding the real problem by being able to drop this and pick up the next hot thing. You avoid the problem. You don't get to the bottom of the problem. Like, why drop this strategy because you have 4 losing trades in a row? Now you just drop the strategy, you move to the next strategy. You're avoiding the meat and potatoes of this. Like, the main problem is not the strategy. The main problem is you. You are the problem. So the sooner you face that problem, the better off you would be, and the sooner you will get to the goals that you're trying to reach. And we're all trying to reach the same goals, and I wish y'all luck, just like I wish myself luck. But these are the things that you got to battle and you got to go through, and I'm here to kind of share my battles and how I'm going through them with y'all. So again, I'm not talking down to y'all or giving y'all um making it seem like I'm ahead on it. I'm working on it in real time. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Today was a beautiful day in the market. I had two no I had 3 trades executed today. Well executed trades. I followed my strategy to the T. I didn't take any emotional trades. I watched the market damn near the whole day and didn't jump into no trades. One thing that I did take away was, I did notice that my strategy does work a lot better when I'm just looking for trades within the current trend, the market's trend. So I'm gonna take that into I'm gonna keep that in mind, and see how that goes tomorrow as well. And maybe I may have to add that to my strategy itself. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, my kids walked in the room. But yeah, so the trading day went great so far for the week. I'm in the green. I've been doing great through first 2 days, only 2 days in the week, but so far so good, making progress. I'm hoping to be funded by next week. I'm removing the idea and the concept and thought of having specific numbers that I want to hit every day, because I'm trying to remove the results of my trading out of my mind. I just want to focus on the actions. So if you see, I've been obsessed with my strategy. I've been obsessed with my psychology and making sure I'm executing that right. And whatever the market gives me behind that, I'm gonna take. I don't, I'm not setting specific numbers. And I notice when I set specific numbers and I don't hit those numbers, I start to spiral and get into trades that I shouldn't even be getting into, because I don't want to miss that number for the day. It's like a quota, right? So you don't want to miss your quota. You got to understand who you are. Me, I'm very competitive, and that's not something like I let go of. If there's something I need to get done and I need to do, I'm gonna do it. It don't matter what it takes for me to have to do it. I'm gonna do it, which is not the greatest thing in trading. So I removed that concept out of my head, and really focused on strategy and psychology and executing things the right way. And whatever comes from it, I'm gonna accept however much that is. But I do have an understanding of what lot size I need to be at, and so on. So, and these are things I speak about in other videos. I'm gonna start putting those videos with in the end screen and stuff like that, so you got to check out. Um, Make sure y'all are subscribed, watch the other videos that I've dropped, like, hit the bell notification. And I did tell y'all I'm gonna start taking pictures of the trades before I jump in. It's just been a little hard for me because a lot of my trades I do take are in the London session. That is the session that I would love to just take trades in, but I do fall asleep often and miss the London session. With that being said, as far as my trading style and strategy, I'll get back into it with y'all now. Let me share my screen, but it's been the same as always been. Nothing has really changed. Here's a chart. Uh, Pretty much trading NQ. My trading strategy has literally been the same. So when today opened, we'll look at today. Today starts where you see those black dotted lines. That's the end of the previous day and the start of the day. The yellow line is me marking the opening of today. The blue line is the open of the week. And then the green line that you see there is the last low and there's another green line up there under the black that you can't see. The green lines represent the last low and last high. So when the market opens, I don't even look at a trade until price has broke above or below the last high or low. And then from that point, I'm looking for either an engulfment, doji, or any sign of a slowdown or a reversal. From that point, what I'm looking to do before I get in is the last, let's say hypothetically, let's talk about, not hypothetically, but let's talk about what happened today. What happened is price opened. We went sideways for a little bit. We picked up, started moving up, took out the last high, went above the last high. Yes. And I'm not looking when it hits the high. I needed to take it out. It took it out, had a pump up, and then we had our first red candle, which came to like halfway of the green candle, which is not a sign of a reversal to me. I'm looking at it, but that's not enough for me to jump into the trade. Now the response is what I'm looking for. At this point, I'm all eyes on the chart. I'm looking for the response. What kind of response is buyers gonna give to the sellers right here? Which wasn't really any response, but we got another red candle. So by this point, we have filled the last green candle. So at this point, I'm looking to jump into the trade, possibly looking for price to go up at least halfway, so I can get a tighter stop loss. I didn't actually get that, so I used my second account to jump into this trade. So I have one account where I take the riskier trade, meaning where I might not wait for a little pullback before getting in. Like I might not wait for the tighter stop loss. And there's one where I won't get into the trade, which was this one. I didn't get into the trade with this account, which is not that's my least riskier account. So for this one, for me to have gotten in, I would want it. I was waiting for price to pull back halfway of that green candle, which it didn't. So I didn't get in on this one. I got in on the other one. Got into this trade and rode the trade down. I was aiming to ride the downward movement down all the way back to opening price, which it did ride down to opening price. But I took profit at the body right here. Basically, right before that green candle came in, this is where I got out. Made a nice little, I think, 600 something like that. This was one mini. It wasn't micro or more than one mini. It was just simply one mini. So I got in at the third candle, kind of wrote it down to this point. That was the trade that I jumped into. As you can see, that was one of the best trades of the day. I caught that, which is something I'm very proud of. Not just caught it, but caught it executing my strategy. All right, that's what makes it the really good for me, because you can catch that accidentally, you can catch that being emotional and things like that. So it feels good knowing that I caught it just using my strategies straight up. And then from that point, price went down. I was really waiting on 2 a.m., 2 and 3 a.m. to jump into the London Open session. Um, Waiting on this, but I did fall asleep. But this was another good trade of the day. So 2 a.m. price started to go upwards. Usually 2 a.m. is the fake out. 2 to 3 a.m. is usually the fake out from what I've gathered so far, right? So 2 a.m. price starts to go back up. By the time 3 a.m. hits, 3 a.m. is that big purple candle that you see. I think they might have been news. I'm not sure. Purple candle hits, closes below opening price, and then 3:15 a.m.'s candle is a blue candle. The purple and the blue, it just shows there's a lot of either selling volume or buying volume. So purple is selling volume, blue is buying volume. So the response was very strong. A lot of buyers pushed it back above the close, above opening price. So which is a good indication of price going back up. So you could have got that one as well. Um, Now let's fast forward to the second trade that I took. Second trade that I took of the day was here. This was near the end of the day. I don't trade New York. You already know that. There was a lot of news released today. That's why you see the big dump that happened during the New York session. I skipped out on that. I don't jump back. I don't look at the charts again until 11 o'clock or after. I'm talking Eastern Standard Time. Second trade that I took is after this run downwards. I pretty much told myself that price is in a short direction, so I'm just going to take shorts. So I'm looking for opportunities to short price. So which didn't really come till about here. After that move, that run up, I was waiting for price to get to the same black line, which is on the other side of it, which was yet the last low of the previous day. Price ran up to that, ended up getting a doji. That's when I pretty much had my eyes open for jumping in. Doji and engulfment. I jumped in, took that big red candle down, got out, let it move back up, took it back down, got out, let it move back up and took it back down, and pretty much ended the day there. I really don't like taking trades near the end of the day. It does tend to get a little like all over the place. So I kind of just left out of there. But those are the trades of the day that I took. All the trades that I spoke about, I pretty much won. Thank God. So today was a really, really good day. So tomorrow, I'm expecting to do the same thing. I'm expecting for price. I'm not expecting for price. I'm expecting to execute my strategies without taking any emotional gambling style trades. I know what I'm looking for. I know when I'm looking on the charts, certain times that I'm looking on the charts, times and areas that I'm looking on the charts. And we also got zones that we look at as well. So if you want to look at the videos I did about trading from different zones, engulfments, and I didn't talk about the times, but I've talked about the opening range as well, looking at the opening range for potential trades. As far as times are concerned, there's certain times that I have noticed that price, it is a good time to look at the chart. Best time for me, I've noticed, is between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Is a good time to look at the chart for trades. As far as Asia session, Asia is usually about 9 to 10 p.m. I'm not sure when did this happen. Yeah, this is 10 p.m. So the downward movement started at 10 p.m. I said 22, so 21 would be 9 p.m. Yeah, and the upward movement started pretty much around 9 p.m. So 9 to 10 p.m. Asia, and then 2 to 4 a.m. in London, particularly 3 a.m. is when everything kicks off. So that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. I wanted to just tap in, give y'all a little bit of game, a little bit of lessons that I've learned, and I'm continuing to kind of learn and make those adjustments. So make sure you're saving yourself from yourself and make the necessary adjustments that you need to make yourself a profitable trader and to hit your goals a lot faster than than people like myself. Okay. I appreciate y'all watching. As always, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I don't know what that does for y'all, but if you got any questions, any insights, any helpful tips, or anything like that, please drop it down in the comments. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Smart Money Nations on Instagram, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. I kind of want, you know what? I heard if you have like devastating thumbnails or thumbnails where you look mad or sad or like something happened, something bad happened, they get more clicks. So I wanted to try like using a thumbnail that looks like, damn, I don't know though. Hold on. Okay, maybe we'll try to use that as a thumbnail. I want to see if more of y'all is clicking because there's devastation. All right, y'all. I'll see you on the